Hello YouTube, this is Dazzathecameraman. Today is Saturday, October 29th, 2016, and again we're taking a look at the latest steaming pile of fair porn from Nibiru Planet X 2016. In his video, Planet X, Nibiru, Incredible NASA SOHO Imagery, October 29th, 2016. What could this object be? As we can see from the title caption of the video, Planet X, have we captured Nibiru on SOHO Space Telescope Imagery, October 28th, 2016. Let's have a look at his video.
It is October 29th, 2016, and we've been working on a piece of video footage from the SOHO Space Telescope that monitors the sun. The video footage starts on October 25th and ends in the latter part of October 28th. Clearly showing a very large object orbiting the sun, and it is not one of our known planets. We started monitoring this object orbiting the sun in a very fast orbit, a very sharp orbit around the backside of the sun since the 25th of October. As you can clearly see in the time stamp in the lower left-hand corner, make a note of that. This object is coming from the right side of the screen and looping at a very, very sharp angle down behind the sun, and it comes out on the other side.
And next we see Nibiru Planet X 2016 making a hilarious attempt to use solar system scope to prove that this is not a known planetary object.
We checked the orbit with solar scope, space scope, whatever you want to call it. We ran the model, and it is not Mars, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Earth. It's none of our known planets, folks.
Oh no, he didn't, did he? Please tell me he didn't. He's using solar system scope as if we're looking from SOHO. But the problem is, the orbit of SOHO is within the orbit of the Earth. But we can clearly see from here that we're looking from outside the orbit of Jupiter, outside the orbit of Saturn, outside the orbit of Uranus, and outside the orbit of Neptune. We're way out on the far reaches of the solar system looking towards the sun. This isn't even the viewpoint from SOHO. And not only that, we're way above the orbital plane.
So I don't care what the debunkers have to say. This object is not any of the known planets that are in our solar system.
Is that a fact, Nibiru Planet X 2016? Well, what could this object be then? Let's take a look. Here is the current view of the inner solar system out to Mars using the NASA Eyes on the Solar System simulator. Using the simulator, we can select the solar missions from the spacecraft list and select SOHO. So here are the solar missions. Let's select SOHO, and we're going to go there. So now let's ride alongside SOHO and look back at the sun. Now I'm going to zoom in on the sun, and we're going to center it. And we're going to view what happens when we look at the sun and we take the date back to the 25th of October. We'll set that to universal time, so it's the same as in the images from SOHO. So there is the 25th of October, universal time, and what do we see? We see Mercury. So let's just center that up. And I'm going to run this forward. I'm going to speed the time up. and we can see that Mercury is zipping around, just as we saw in the SOHO images. So let's take another look, this time a little zoomed out, since I've never worked out how to lock onto the Sun using eyes on the solar system. So again, we've got the date set to 25th of October 2016, just after 0000 hours UTC, and let's run this forward again and let's watch what happens to Mercury. You can see Mercury's orbit line around the Sun, and we can see it zipping behind the Sun there. The date is now 27th of October, 28th of October, 29th of October, and we can see Mercury is now on the left hand side of the Sun as seen from our vantage point, being SOHO. You can see that our current target selected is SOHO. This is the position in space that we're viewing from. So let's compare that to what we see in the SOHO images, starting from 0000 hours on the 25th of October 2016. Let's start the animation, and there we can see Mercury coming in from the top right, zipping around the back of the Sun, just as we saw in the NASA Eyes on the Solar System simulator, emerging out on the left hand side of the Sun as seen from our position.
Well, I can tell you this much. That is not a known planet in our solar system. We've double checked it and triple checked it.
Well, I guess you didn't check it properly, did you, Scott?
Now, I'm sure there are debunkers out there that are going to say that is Venus, or that is Jupiter, or that is one of our planets.
That's right, Scott. It is Mercury.
Well, I'm going to tell you, if I could, right to your face, you're a damn liar, because that is not one of our known planets.
Is that a fact? So again, we've got the date set to 25th of October 2016, just after 0000 hours UTC, and let's run this forward again and let's watch what happens to Mercury. You can see Mercury's orbit line around the Sun, and we can see it zipping behind the Sun there. The date is now 27th of October, 28th of October, 29th of October, and we can see Mercury is now on the left hand side of the Sun as seen from our vantage point, being SOHO.
Before preparing this video, I sat here and I have stared at this footage for 3 straight hours.
And you still didn't get it right.
Once again, we put it to the solar system scope. We played the model over and over and over again. None of the planets, none of them, are making this orbit in that time frame. Oops, sorry about that. That's in June. We'll start it on October 25th. Once again, we've double checked this over and over and over again. Now, there was some talk, hey, could this be Mercury? Well, we've confirmed it is absolutely not Mercury.
There is the 25th of October, Universal Time, and what do we see? We see Mercury. And let's finish with this tweet from Carl Battams, and thanks to Stephen Tilley for the heads up on this one. Carl Battams says via Twitter, "Wondering why no Mercury in the night skies lately? It's because it's next to the Sun. Image via LASCO C2 camera on ESA at NASA, SOHO." And there it is, folks. There is Mercury next to the Sun on 25th of October 2016.
Well, I can tell you this much. That is not a known planet in our solar system. We've double checked it and triple checked it.
Yep, Scott, from Nibiru Planet X 2016, just like you always do. As always, do check out my Facebook discussion page, Voices of Reason to Explain X, or VORTEX. You'll find a link in the description area. Thank you for watching.